Today marks exactly 1 year from when I first started this channel, and it has been an experience. And so I just thought that I would come on and share a little bit about that with you today. Hi and welcome. 1 year. Wow, it's kind of weird when I think of that. This kind of started as I'm going to try that. And it's not something I really ever saw myself doing with starting a YouTube channel. It's totally surprised me. So much so that I really didn't want to tell anybody I knew that I'd started one. I was like, I don't really want anybody watching me. I don't like seeing myself on video. As long as they're people I don't know, that's okay. But nobody I know. And it took me like 6 months to grow out of that and be okay with like my family knowing and my friends knowing. And some people found me who knew me. And I was like, okay, I'm okay now. But it was totally out of character, in my mind at least, for myself to do this. But it's been fun. And I want to thank everybody who has supported and interacted and commented and kind of let me know your thoughts. I am learning a lot, not just about videoing and editing, but it does make me stop and think a little bit about some of my things. And I do all this research already for my homeschool. Like, I love my homeschool. I love researching for it. And so it's kind of fun to be able to do all my research. It's my hobby, if you will, to invest in homeschool and then come on here and kind of double that hobby and share it on YouTube. It's been something I'm enjoying and continuing to enjoy. So yeah, but it's definitely a year ago I would have, but a couple years ago, if you'd told me that I would have started a YouTube channel, I probably would have laughed at you. So it's been a growing experience as well. So I have a couple of things I guess two things that I have been learning, especially more recently. Starting this channel, it was a hobby, or not a hobby. It was just like, oh, let's see what happens. We'll go ahead and see what happens. And there have been some challenges in it that I've kind of had to reevaluate myself and reevaluate if this is a good thing for me. And so I'm going to share those two things with you. But first, I would love to know what your favorite video or videos have been. If you want to comment those below. And if you have any videos that you would like to see me do this upcoming year, comment those below so that I could take note of those as well. But let's just start with I don't want to make this video long. That's not the whole purpose of it. But two things that especially I have been learning. One, and this is probably the most recent one that I've been thinking about, is not to make things look too perfect. So not because I'm trying to show a false front to my homeschool. That's not what that means. But I like making my video look nice. I like looking nice in my video. I like to present perfectly. Like, I don't want to stumble over my words for you. And so I want to make it look good. And so, retaking or whatever it does, editing, however you do that, it's easy to make it look better than it is or make me look better than I am. Maybe make me look like I know more than I do. The videos I'm sharing are not because I'm an expert on homeschooling. They're because this is what I have fun researching. This is what I'm doing, and I'm just sharing them. And maybe somebody will pick up some ideas from them. That's it. I am not an expert. I've been doing this for a whole year, 2 years, maybe if you're counting early preschool. I'm trying to think if it's even been that long. So I guess I'm trying to think about how to be okay with presenting imperfections as well. Again, I want things to look good and sound good, and so I will work towards that goal. But how to include maybe in that the struggles that I'm having and not just the fun that I'm having with homeschool. So I've been kind of mulling that around a little bit in my mind, and being okay if my hair is not as nice as I would like it to be. Whatever. That's kind of one thought. Another thing that I have been learning, and I am still learning, is, well, when I first started this channel, like I said, it was just kind of let's see what happens. And the goal was not to build a huge channel. The goal was give it a shot. Over the course of starting and having people watch my videos and having people subscribe and like and comment, that whole social media thing that kind of draws you in, and the more people that comment and like, the more you are drawn in. That is very strong on the YouTube content creator side, especially for me. And some personalities probably more than other, but I am that personality that wants to see those and see the numbers and gets drawn in by that. And that becomes a goal for me then to create more numbers and more subscribers. 6 to 8 months in, I really had to reevaluate not that I didn't have time for it with my children, but if I was making it too much of a priority in my mind, not even my life. It wasn't taking that much time, but my mind, that I was too focused on that I was too checking it too much, watching it too much, making that just a priority when really my priority is God and my family. And was that kind of creeping into that a little bit, I guess, making it an idol, if you will. I talked with my husband about it. I talked with a friend and kind of counselor that I started meeting with. I mentioned it to her, and she really challenged me to evaluate and see if that's what it was. So it definitely had potential to be that. I don't know that it had gotten to that point, but it definitely, there were some danger signs along the way that this was not in a healthy spot. So we had some family vacations coming up, so I put on some pretty strict limits for myself of checking my channel. I could still produce content, but there were some very specific things that I wasn't allowing myself to do. And I was going to disengage, do these family vacations, and then we came back, allow myself a little bit more freedom, but still put some boundaries on myself so that it didn't become sucking into that again. And that was really good. It was a good decision. I think I'm finding the area, the freedom between enjoying and trying to grow the channel, because of course you want to grow the channel, but not making that like my all-time goal. If the channel grows, that's great, but just to enjoy the creation of it and the interaction of it without making it all about growing and numbers and they're watching me. If you know, not even that, but you get the idea. And so I think for me, that's something I'm learning. I would say I'm doing much better than I was 3 months ago. I feel like I'm in a much healthier place, priority, and I'm just in what I'm allowing myself. But it's still something that I'm trying to hone and fine tune and find that perfect balance between enjoying and engaging and working and building, and then kind of letting it go and living life with my family and not making that a focus. So this was probably longer than I meant it to be, but those are two things that I am currently thinking about learning as I'm doing this channel, and that have posed little bits of challenges for me. I do, like I said, I really enjoy this, and I do thank people who have interacted and who have supported it, but I hope that it is enjoyable for you guys, that it's something that people get something out of. Again, I'm not an expert, but sharing what I'm doing, I don't know, I get ideas from other people when they share their thoughts. So that's kind of just what this is. Hopefully you guys do get some ideas. And as always, I do love your feedback. So thank you so much. And I hope that you guys are having a great week.